안녕하세요, Europeans Games K-pop964 here, and I'm back with another video. So I got for you guys today a Pokemon Go Sinister Cup video, tournament. Yeah. This is my second tournament. I've won my first one, and yeah, I'm aiming to keep the streak alive. So without further ado, let's get into my team. I'm Bronzong, Bao, Alone Marowak, Primate, Gardevoir, and Dusknoir. Very off-meta team. So to break it down as to why I went with this team, firstly, I wanted something a bit more off-meta. Secondly, there's so many mons and Sinister I want to use that in the end I just want to use them all, you know? So yeah, I just went with this. Besides Alone Marowak and Bronzong, the rest are all new additions. So Bronzong, there to kill Haunter. That's his only job, because the rest of my team is super weak to Haunter, with the exception of Mawang, and I'm not comfortable with having only one counter to Haunter. So I just brought Bronzong to try and scare Haunter away, so that's about it. Mawang, kill Ghost and Psychic, simple as that. Marowak, really good generalist, Shadow Ball Nuke, Bone Club Bait, Fire Spin, gives it solid wins over Steelix, and Mawang. Primate, because I wanted to try my Legacy Cross Shot one, I got, yeah. Gardevoir as a hard counter to fighting. I know I have Bronzong, but Bronzong for me is to kill Haunter, which is fine. Gardevoir can't do that at all with Charm. So, Gardevoir is there to serve as a wall to the fighting types. And Dusknoir, spamming with Ominous Wind, Psychic Nuke on the fighting types that probably won't expect it. Somewhat alright, tankiness, it's okay. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into my first round opponent. It's Aeon 90. He has Poliwrath, Bronzong, Haunter. See? What did I tell you? Alone Marowak, Steelix, and Mawile. So without further ado, let's see how we do. So jumping into this first round, I decided to lead with Mawile. He led with Marowak. It's an alright matchup depending on the moveset, but I don't get to find out because he immediately swapped to his Poliwrath. So I swapped to my Primate, because it's kinda the reason why I brought Primate, because I didn't want to bring both Mawile and Bronzong. I mean, even though they both complement each other really well, I just don't like the thought of that. So I brought in my Primate. Yeah, as you can see there, it's a double Legacy Poliwrath. Mugshot, Submission. What the heck? First time I saw this, I was like, wow, and if you saw that, my swiping was all over the place. I was so off-kiltered by the freaking submission. So here I shielded, because you saw the damage on submission did to my Primate. That did a lot. So I did not want to take another one. I went for a cross shot here after farming just a little bit, thinking that he might let the Poliwrath go down, maybe? But he did not. He invested both shields onto the Poliwrath. And yeah, I could have definitely hit the cross drop on him, but look at his health. He's pretty much at 1 HP. So I'm just going to let my Primate go down. It's pretty much done its job, taking down Poliwrath to that low of health, so that my Marowak can just come in, Fire Spin once, get some energy, and be prepared to face whatever's coming in next. It's his Mawile. So, as I'm a 5-spin Marowak, I have the advantage. Though since he was at 0 shields, I could just charge up the Shadow Ball, probably, and then hit the Mawile with it. 1-hit KO pretty much. But then here, after throwing off the Bone Club, I brought in my own Mawile. Why? Well, because of his Marowak in the back. I wanted the Mawile to get a little bit of energy here against his Mawile. Just charge up to Pup, so that I can boost my bite attacks. Though to be fair here, I also could have popped the Mawile, KOing it, and then getting my booster bites ready for the Marowak. But as it turns out, his is running Hex. So it's less of a negative matchup than if it was with Fire Spin, because look at the damage boosted bite does, man. But since my Mawile has no shields at all, it's going to go down. Not no shields. I choose not to shield. My bad. My mistake. I had a shield, but I chose not to shield, even though I'm boosted up. I could have probably killed the Marowak with my Marowak, but I did not want to risk it. I just go and bring in my own Marowak. Take out his Marowak low enough for me to be able to hit a Bone Club on his Marowak. And at that health range, it's enough to kill. So GG's Aeon for the first game. Again with Mawao. This time he led with Polyrev, so this is a really bad lead matchup for me. So immediately swap to my own Prime Rip again, so it's playing out exactly the same way as the first game. Except here he pulled off a 6 switch. He swapped to his Haunter just as I tapped my cross chop. Oh, and the thing is, right, he didn't even shoot that, man. Oh, wow. Good play there. Good play there. That was awesome. But now I know you want to invest your Haunter into this, so yes, you would definitely use your shield here no matter what charge move I go for. So I go for the cross chop, and yes, he does shield this. Now at this point my Primate is in such a terrible matchup, I'm just gonna let it go down. As you can tell, I really hate fucking Haunter. Shadow Punch definitely kills there. Since, you know, his Haunter is this slow, definitely bring in the Marwal. No point bringing in Marowak, so yeah. Coming with the Marwal, chunking away. Look at how fast its health is going down, man. But he did manage to get off a charge move here. Of course I had to shoot it. It's Marwal. Marwal can't really take much damage. It is a Shadow Punch. So here, yep, I took it off his Haunter. So I was thinking he's gonna bring back Polyrev, and yes he did. I was maybe gonna swap out immediately to Marowak, but I decided nah. I'm gonna let Marwal take this submission, which does a pretty hefty chunk, not gonna lie. And I brought in my own Marowak, so he swapped out to Marwal again with Fire Spin Marowak. This is a positive matchup for me as long as I go for the Bone Club. So here he did not shoot his Marwal, which was pretty surprising. So in the end, I just farmed his Marwal. I don't know whether he had enough for pop there. He probably could have gone for it, but oh well. I don't really know. So here I try to bait. I go for the bait with Bone Club because he had a shield left. He did use the shield. So now all I have to do is just go for the Shadow Ball and win this game. I did shield here because even though submission is double resisted, I do not want to risk anything. My Marwal in the back can't really. I mean, then again, my Marwal in the back pretty much almost has enough for play rough. For play rough. So maybe could have worked out there, but I didn't want to take any risks. Went for the Shadow Ball on the Polyrev, got the victory. So 2-0 up. It's a victory for me, but thanks to the new Silver Arena rules, you gotta play a third game now. So yeah, moving on to the final game of this round. I led again with Marwal. He led with Polyrev again. Again, same at the second game. This is a bad lead matchup. Only this time, I brought a Bronze on instead of a Primate. So I chunked his Polyrev a little bit. Then he swapped into his Marwal. I was like, oh god, that's bad. So here I tried to bait with the side shot because people who use Marwal, they like the shield. Because Marwal isn't the tankiest of mons. But he didn't shoot here, I was surprised. But side shot still chunked the health, so yeah, even though I'm getting wrecked by the bites, this is alright for me. So here he goes for the pup. Which thanks to the nerf, it would probably killed my Bronzong with pre-nerf, so thank god for that honestly. So I managed to get off one more side shot before I go down, and he has to shield here, otherwise his Marwal goes down as well. So with his Marwal at that low of health, I was thinking, well, either choice is good here. But I do end up going for Marowak. Sure, I do take a lot from Bite, but I get to farm the Marwal for energy. So while I'm at just above 50%, that's more than enough for me to hang. But then I saw Haunter, I was like, oh shit. So I go for the Bone Club here, because yes, he has to shoot this. And then I switch to my Marwell in order to chomp this Hunter down all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. He swap out to back his Polygraph. God damn it. And since now I know his Polygraph has submission, not power up punch, I have to shoot everything. Because I mean, at this point I have 2 shields, and that Hunter is at super low health, so as long as I can get rid of this Polygraph, I'm good. I can just chomp with Marwell the next against the Hunter. There we go. So yeah, I used both of my shields on my Marwell and then go for the Polygraph. Spoiler alert: this is the only time my Polygraph was actually useful, so I'm kind of glad I bought the second move there. So yeah, Polygraph kills the Poly. He brought back in his Hunter, which manages to get off a charge move just before I could take it out, which was fine because yeah, that's a Shadow Ball. And yeah, my Mara can just one fire spin down and take the win. So I told him after the game he could just Shadow Punch me, and then maybe he had enough. He could have enough energy for another Shadow Punch on my Marowak, but then again, it's hard to say. So GG, Zeon. Thank you for the games. So moving on to the second round, I am fighting strong. Sorry about that. I'm fighting strong as me, with the team of Poliwrath, Steelix, Marowak, Dripwim, and Polion, and Medicham. So double fighting, double steal, double ghost, no psychic. Unless the Medicham is a psychic user, so yeah. So without further ado, let's get down to the first round. So starting off, in this first game, I led with Primary, he led with Marowak. This is a pretty bad matchup for me, so I immediately swap out my Dusknoir. Hey, finally get to see Dusknoir in action, right guys? So since this is a 5-spin Marowak, it doesn't get the Shadow Ball as fast, just as fast as Hex. So I got my Ominous Wind off here. He did not shield, so you can see the damage there. So here I was thinking, is this a bait or not? That's great. He's got to have enough for Shadow Ball, and yep, he did. So now he swapped out to Empoleon, which is a good play because yeah, you can just farm my Dusknoir pretty much. I can hit all the Ominous Winds I want. In the end, it's not really gonna turn the match up. I mean, I did get a shield off him, but for me, that's the best I could do at this point with my Dusknoir. No point going for Psychic since that's resistant and no stab, so might as well just go for Ominous Wind. Yeah, it does quite a good chunk on the Empoleon, at least. So here, my Dusknoir goes down. You can see how big Dusknoir is on screen, right? It's so hard to see past it. So I bring in my Primate here, and I managed to knock out the Empoleon before I can hit the charge move, which was really critical, so I saved my shield there. He brought in Medicham. Huh. Wow. So I went for the Night Slash here. He blocked it, and now I can go to my Gardevoir. This is what Gardevoir is for. To stonewall any fighter. Any fighter. So I did decide to shoot here. Why? Psychic. Though, to be fair, at my health, I can take it. But again, I didn't want to risk anything since Gardevoir is also quite frail. And in the back, he does have a Marowak, so... But his Marowak is quite low, and since it uses Shadow Ball, it does not have enough energy to get the Bull Club. I managed to get off my Synchro Noise. As you can see, I did not have a second move because I'm too cheap to buy one for Gardevoir, and I have no TM. So Synchro Noise, more than enough to finish off the Marowak. And I take game 1. GG is strong as me. So moving on to the second game of this second round. I decided to lead again with Primate. This time he led with Steelix. I was like, yes, thank God it's not a freaking Ghost type again. Or Medicham, because that's also bad. So here he took some time to switch out into Medicham. Let's go guard. Yeah, let's go guard, let's go guard, let's go guard. Now here I did not decide to shield because I did want to see how much Psychic does, which pretty hefty chunk. pretty hefty chunk for not resisted. For a resisted move, chunks. That's because Gardevoir's defenses are shit. So yeah. So thanks to Gardevoir farming the Medicham, I almost have enough of Synchronoise. So I knew here he's gonna bring back the Marowak. I know he's gonna, I mean here I knew he's gonna bring up something that's not Steelix, because Steelix take a while to kill Gardevoir. So he brought out the Marowak. I went for the Synchronize here, but he shielded, and I think it's because he thought I was gonna go for Shadow Ball since I overfarmed just a little bit. So yeah, the Gardevoir goes down, but I do have Dusknoir in the back for this Marowak. Now Dusknoir with Hex Ominous Wind does handily handle. Does that work? Whatever. Marowak. But then again, he went for the Shadow Ball here, right? Oh my god, man. It's so hard to figure out like whether you're going for the Bone Club, whether you're going for the Shadow Ball. It's just mainly on the 50-50 choice. So yeah. Ominous Wind, he decides to shield there. And I got the buff. Seriously. What the hell? I never get the buff in practice. And I got it in this tournament. The first time I'm using the second round I'm using Dusknoir. I got the boost. So wow. So as you can see, Dusknoir with the boost, I mean anything with boost is scary. But Dusknoir is actually like proving its worth. Because now its tankiness is on the level of Dusclops maybe. So yeah, Steelix in the back. I can just go for Ominous Wind because I do have Primate in the back, so I can just let my Dusknoir take all the punishment Steelix throws at it, then bring in my Primate for the for the switch, because here he used up his energy, so I knew my Primate can come in pretty much safely, even though I have no shields. So he did crunch here, and thanks to the boost, I actually survived that. So wow. So yeah, I went for the cross chop here, and that's pretty much game. Without the boost, don't think we've gone differently, but the Steelix would definitely have a bit more health. And my Dusknoir would definitely go down for the crunch. So GG is strong as me. GG's. So we got a third game here. Again, thanks a lot Silverus for this. So in this third game, I lead with Gardevoir against a Drifblim. Okay-ish matchup. I was thinking he's gonna lead a fighter, but I guess not. But yeah, Drifblim versus Gardevoir, it's a very 50-50 match. Up. There we go. So as you can see, he lagged here a bit, but after this charm, he did stop for a while there. He told me he lagged there. Yeah, I felt kind of bad because I knew in a straight on matchup, I would probably have to spend 2 shields to save my Gardevoir, which is not something I want to do. So yeah, after that I went for the Synchronoise. He brought in the lower Marowak, which is going to take a lot from Synchronoise because Gardevoir's attack is freaking high. So yeah, as you can see, that damage. So I swap out to my Dusknoir here, in order to just fight off Ominous Winds. So here's an Ominous Wind. He shoots this one, and I got the buff again. Like damn, that's insane. 2 games in a row I got the buff with Dusknoir. That's just crazy. And again, he went for the Shadow Ball. He never went for Bone Club once in our matchups. And this time he got Polygraph, which instead of Medicham, which was a surprise. Kind of wish I saved my guard, but Drifblim buffed up, not Drifblim, Dusknoir being buffed up like this, man, it pretty much turns this matchup also, because Poly versus Dusknoir normally, I have to bait with Ominous Wind, and then hit the Psychic in order to win. But now I can just go straight Ominous Wind. So yeah, I switch out to my Primate here. I kind of flexed on in there, I feel bad as well. Because without him lagging on the Drifblim, he might have turned things around. But let's say my Dusknoir still gets the buff. I think I would probably still won, because actually Could be hard to say. Yeah. Yeah, I did ask him whether he wanted the rematch, but he didn't. He said it was fine, so oh well, I just took it as it is. So GG is strong as me for those battles. And so for the third round, I'm facing off against Chaos, who is a frequent competitor around these parts. So his team, freaking Haunter again. Oh my god. Owen Marowak, Steelix, Medichan, Polygraph, and Clado. I seriously had to fight the only two people in this tournament who have Haunter. Are you kidding me? So yeah, let's see how I do with this team, because oh my god, man, I'm sick of fighting a Haunter. I'm sick of it. I hate Haunter. Okay. So moving into this first game, the same scenario with EA on earlier. I let Marwal, he let Polygraph. Again, not good, but I did bring a fighting counter here, and its name is Bronzong. So here he swapped out to Medicham, which is questionable, because with the pop nerf now, Medicham doesn't quite beat Bronzong. And he did shield the first side shot. But then again, Pop still has that attack boost, so even though now Pop does significantly less damage, those counters are adding up. You look at the damage. So yeah, I did not want to kind of risk the damage here. So I decided to shield this Pop. So yeah, Bronson still needs a shield to beat Medichan, but at least the win is a lot clearer. So now I can just side shock here. So I either take out the Medichan or burn his second shield. So I was fine with either one. He burned his second shield. So here, I was waiting for the timer to come back up. I swap out my Bronzong last second and bring in my Marowak. Now here, I was thinking, he did do a lot of counters there. He's got to go for Psychic. And yep, Psychic. If I didn't shield that, he buffed up twice with Pop. So that would have been a nearly instant one-hit KO. So if I didn't shield that, so I did make the right call there. Sorry about that. So waiting for his next mod, he brings him back to Polygraph, and since now he has no shields, I can just Shadow Ball all the way. And unless his Polygraph had Hydro Pump, it's gonna get completely walled by my Marowak. So even if this was a Hydro Pump at this point, I was fine with it since Marowak did so much damage. But it's just a dynamic punch, so that tells me right away he does not have Hydro Pump. Because the normal sets are Pop, Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, or Ice Punch slash Pop, Hydro Pump. So yeah, I tried to underlevel the Bone Cup again because I didn't really want to go for it, but I had no choice there. So here, I sack swap my Bronzong. I was counting his moves, I knew he was going to get a Bone Cup there, so I sacked my Bronzong. I bring him back my Marowak, and then Shadow Ball. This pretty much got me the game, because I might have lost this game if I didn't do that, because I had Marwa on the back, and Marwa's not going to do much against a Fire Spray Marowak. So yeah, GG Stanley. Yeah, his real name is Stanley. So yeah, GG's on that first game. That was freaking close, honestly. So, moving on to the second round, second game. Why did I keep mixing these two up? I'm so dumb. I lead with Bronzong. He let me Polygraph again. I catch him here, so this was a very good lead for me. I was expecting him to switch out here, but nope, he chose to stay in. So here he got off 5 bubbles, so I was thinking, yeah, that's enough on Dynamic Punch, but I was like, yeah, I did saw Dynamic Punch earlier, I forgot. And I got ouch by it. And then he swapped out his Polygraph here. He brought in Clado. Surprised. Because now my Marwa can actually do work. Just look at it. No. Damn, look at that damage. Just look at that damage. Oh my god. I just have to spend a shield and then it's done. So here I was thinking, yeah, after I take down the Claydol, he's definitely going to bring back his Polyref. So instead of going for the pup here to try and boost my bite damage, I'm going to charge up, almost to the point of having a Polyref. So that when he brings in back his Polyref, I can bait him. Where I charge up enough for a Polyref, and then I instead go for the pup. So over here I did go for the pup, I got my bait. So yeah, that was successful. And then I got my second pup in a row because I farmed the Claydol pretty much. I farmed it all the way. So I got my second power up punch here. He shielded this one too, which was surprising. Like I would only shield one time, but oh well. And then I just bring him back my Bronzong, KO the Poly with the side shot. Even though I could possibly farmed it, but if he got a dynamic punch then my Bronzong would have been just dead. So here he had a Haunter, I was like, oh shit, but I didn't get my side shot off in time, so I was like, oh shit. But then I got my Mawile, which is pretty much just gonna KO the Haunter. With a shield left, yeah. And even if I had no shield left, I had Marowak in the back, which would kill Haunter before he can get a Shadow Ball. Because Shadow Punch won't be enough to take out the Marowak, so GG Stanley, third round goes to me. So just playing our third game over here. So for our third round, I decided to lead with Dusknoir this time. He again had Polyref, so he got Polyref in all 3 games. Fair enough. So this is still okay for me because, like I said earlier, Dusknoir Polyref is a kind of balanced matchup. I just had to make sure I hit the Psychic in order to win. So here he hits me with Ice Punch, which means that his moveset is Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch. Alright, so here I tried to fake the Psychic, so I missed some bubbles on accident. But it worked. I picked him up. So here, sorry about that. Here I was going for a Psychic, but he managed to get hit to his Ice Punch first. So I shielded here. So I do go for the Psychic here. This was pretty obvious it was going to be a Psychic. Otherwise I wouldn't have shielded there. But he just let it go. So that was a win for me, because now my Dusknoir, I get switch advantage pretty much. And there's a possibility for me to get one last ominous win before I go down. So in comes the Steelix. So yeah, I managed to get off one more ominous win, so this is just bonus damage from the Dusknoir. Dusknoir already did its job, so good job Dusknoir. So here I just instantly swap out to Marowak. I don't know why I said I wanted switch advantage, but then I gave up switch advantage there, so that was hilarious. So here he stopped for a bit, but then he manages to get off a charge move. So I was like, I was counting to those Dragon Tails, that is not Earthquake, so Crunch, I take it like a champ, good job Marowak. So here he switches out to Haunter. I was like, oh, me, because I've got a ball in the bag. Oh shit, this is bad. But then he didn't shield the Bone Club. I was like, dude, you have to shield everything with Haunter. What are you doing? That was pretty much my thought process. I was like, what the heck? I mean, yeah, he did shield here, but if he shielded the first one, he could have just fainted me down. So yeah, that was a surprise. And now my Marowak manages to get off one last Bone Club. Marowak, man, is such a star. And this Ivy is shit, you know, this is a Red Ivy Marowak. It did this much work. And so here I just flex a bit and go for the guard. Oh man. Honestly, that was hilarious. We were both joking over it that because he said he did forget about the typings. He forgot the poison and speak the ground, so I guess that's why he didn't shield. I told him as long as it's not fighting types, fighting attacks, shield. So hope you learned that lesson, Stanley. GG's. So jumping into the final round, I'm facing for the championship again, but it's against a different competitor, Jumbo Jelly, with Steelix, Cresselia, Driftwind, Poliwrath, Mawile, and Marowak. Kind of similar team comp with mine, except that he's running double steals. No, he's running A single psychic. I'm running 2 psychics. I'm counting Bronzong as a psychic more than a steel because mainly Bronzong is for psychic. And he's running Drift Bloom instead of Dusknoir. I'm running Dusknoir, and I'm running Primeape. He's running Poliwrath. So this is the battle for the championship. So going into this first game here, I led with Marowak. He led with Drift Bloom. Right away, this was kinda iffy because the bait. Like I do have the bait, which is very annoying. So yeah, we were charging up here. I was like, this can't be Shadow Ball, right? I was like, I don't want to risk it. Oh, Shadow Ball. I was like, yes! Thank God I shoot it. Then here, I went for the bait, because this is the only way for Marowak to beat Drift Bloom. So I pretended I was going for a Shadow Ball. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's hilarious. And I got the bait, so then I swap out to my Mawile, just chomping this Drift Bloom down a bit. Here he said he was trying to switch out here, so I stopped. But the damage was done. Look at his health now. At this point, his Drift Bloom is too low to pretty much do anything. So I just waited for him to try and switch out. I don't know why he was having such difficulty, but yeah, he manages to switch out to Steelix here. Yeah, that switch, like, because he told me, he tried to switch out about 3 hexes before I stopped attacking. So I did again, just like strong as me in the third round, in our third game. I feel bad for that because it might have turned the game around for him. I don't know. So yeah, Mawile was the Steelix now. I'm just going for a pup here. Does quite a lot of damage. So here I was like, he's definitely gonna have enough for EQ. So I'm not gonna take any risks. I'm gonna shield here. Turns out it's a crunch bait, so that sucks. So here I immediately go back to my Marowak. Because I was thinking I could probably farm the Steelix down, but then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna risk that shit. Because I knew at this point he's gonna have a crunch ready. So I went for the Bone Club here. He shielded the Steelix, which was a surprise. Which does tell me he has a crunch ready, so man, that sucks. But what I thought it was crunch is actually Earthquake, so oh well, bye-bye Marowak. Yeah, that didn't go so well. So yeah, just winding down the switch timer. Then I switch back to my Mawile. So shields down, both of us with 2 mons left. His Drift Blooms at pretty much critical health. He brought in his own Mawile, so I was like, yeah, my primary can pretty much sweep this entire. I mean his Mawile and also maybe the Drift Bloom, even though Drift Bloom triple resist fighting. So here I just went for the pup. I don't know why I didn't switch immediately. I should have probably done that. I thought this was a Poliwrath and I would have been pretty screwed, but apparently it wasn't. It was a pup. He told me that he couldn't get the Poliwrath in time. So I was like, god damn it, but I tapped the cross chop already, so I'm just not gonna do anything. Because I was like, I didn't want to tap on it, but it tapped on it. And it still kills somehow also, GG's on that, I guess. So yeah, his Drift Bloom is super low, but because it triple resist fighting, it manages to get off one last charge move here. It's an Ominous Wind, which is not enough to KO the Primeape. And the Drift Bloom goes down. I did ask whether he wanted a rematch because that switch thing kind of screwed him over a little bit, but again he said he was fine with it, just continue only. So we just ended up continuing it. So moving into this second game, I led with Mawile, he led with Drift Bloom again. Yes, made the right prediction. So yeah, look at me just chopping this Drift Bloom down. He go for 2 hexes and then Chow. So 5-spin Marowak. I don't know why I took forever to switch out there. I should just swap out immediately, but oh well. I was like, oh well. So I took the Bone Club. Again, surprising, I know. But then I swap out to my Dusknoir, so yeah. I probably should, yeah. I should swap out a lot faster. That was my mistake there, I guess. So yeah, I go for the Ominous Wind here. It does not KO, but 1 more hex finishes the job. Because at that point he only had enough for Bone Club, not Shadow Ball. So yeah, again he went for Steelix. I'm pretty sure he only brought Steelix to counter my ghost types, because otherwise why bring it? Maybe Gardevoir also, don't know. So yeah, I'm just trying to do everything in my power to keep to try and do what I can in this matchup, but I'm just gonna let my Dust Knot go down. Yeah, I can't take that much damage because I do have my 5-spin Marowak, which does take out the Steelix. So wait until the switch clock is done and then bring in my Marowak. So I was waiting for him to switch up to the Driftblim, but he did not, which was a surprise. I kind of expected him to do it at one point. So here I was still waiting for him to switch, but he didn't switch immediately after that, so I just went for the Bone Club. I think he was waiting for me to finish to use my energy or something, I'm not so sure. He did shield this Bone Club. And then again, he got stuck here. So yeah, I waited for a bit, let him get one attack in, and then just continue on. Yeah, I don't know why, but me and him have like have this issue. And it's mainly him, not me. I was fine pretty much. I don't know why I was trying to switch out the Mao. Ah, yeah. There. I swap out the Mao, take the crunch. So yeah, this is my second sack swap. Because I knew the crunch was coming. I knew he had enough for it, so I just sacked my Mao, come in with the Marowak, and now I can just finish off the Drifblim with Shadow Ball. So yeah, I think even without those issues, I might have won this game. Because I got the lead. I got the lead, and then from then on it was pretty hard to come back. So GG's Jumbo. So yeah, at this point I kind of won the championship already, but we do have to play that third game. So moving on to the third game of this final round. I like Reprimate. He like Repoiref. Pretty even-ish matchup, but as you see afterwards, this was actually it did not turn out well for me because I mean here I did get off a cross chop, Richie box because cross chop still hurts. But look at these counters that racking. So yeah, I was not gonna take. I don't not want to take off like Ice Punch or Dynamic Punch. So I decided, well, it was an Ice Punch. So nice. So I was just fine with staying in here. Yeah, getting off another cross chop. Cross chop is so spammy. Oh my god, why did Niantic take this move out, man? Or at least make Legacy on like Primate or Machamp, because man. So here I was almost going to switch out, but then I decided to just to stay in. I shouldn't I let my Primate go here. Bad decision. Because when I look at my team, I mean the remaining two people, Pokemon, whatever, they're both weak to Steelix. Mawa can beat Steelix, but IB dependent-ish. And some more here, he gets off another Ice Punch. I had to use my last shield here. Again, it sucks. Because that Polyref pretty much, yeah, ended me. From here on out, I had the Steelix is just gonna wall me entirely. Unless I got the boost here, I would lose this game. But yeah, this is looking pretty bad. I was thinking maybe he would crunch my Dusknoir. So I was counting, okay, he has crunch now. Go, Mawa, go, go, and he did not fire off crunch. Instead, he went kaboom. One hit KO. Oh boy. Yeah, it just didn't work out. So I lost this one. All these omniscience just aren't doing enough, man. And yeah, GG's Jumbo. GG's. So my second straight tournament victory. Woohoo! I thank the KLCC community for organizing this tournament. I thank everyone who came to attend after a pretty exhausting community day. Yeah, community day. And yeah, I'm glad I managed to show off my off-meta team pretty well, and I can't wait to play in more tournaments. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you again next time.